Alright, the moment is here. Purification of our final team member, Dodrio. And the well-anticipated nickname for it will be soon. Drill Peck, good. That's an excellent move to learn. And Baton Pass, I would, if it was Substitute, and it could be like the one in Pokemon Stadium, that thing is unbelievable. Oh, we got lots of levels. Wow, I didn't think I had it out that much. 3 levels, okay. Here we go. For those who know a thing or two about Roman emperors, you probably won't be too surprised. We saved the best for last. The U is over there. Caligula. And not because he was of 3 heads like Dodrio, but he was the most probably clinically insane of all the Roman emperors. And we'll get to him, but wait till we get to battle. That's a good time to explain. We bring you ONBS News. ONBS has received word that Cipher's headquarters is on Citadark Isle to the south of Gattian Port. Citadark is surrounded by harsh seas and violent weather systems, making it extremely difficult to reach. As a result, the authorities fear that it may take some time before the criminal syndicate can be brought to justice. They couldn't be more wrong. Oh, NBS, your hero from a time before is nearly at the end. What do you mean it's going to take some time to reach the island? It's been a while, boy. Do you remember me? Do you recall this? I helped you engage in port. There's no need for thanks. It was merely punishing a fool as used a shadow Pokémon in public. At that time, we didn't want the world to know that we, Cipher, were planning. Back then, I thought you were just an ordinary child. Little did I suspect that you would become Cipher's biggest and most damaging threat. That's enough talk. You have the skills and wherewithal to reach the Dark Isle. Let me see your abilities in full glory. This guy could use his own music, I think. No? Same old repetitive Cipher music. Once again. Look at that, there's Caligula. And he's trained a little bit as well. I got him up to close to the levels of the others. There's a ton of Shadow Pokemon in this fight, isn't there? Oh, Alakazam isn't, though. Well, then. Let's use Surf. Shadow Sky. Okay. Caligula, which was the name that was given to him by Julius Caesar, actually. In fact, he was a Caesar. I think he was the grandson of Julius Caesar, who's also Augustus, who's also Octavian. Gotta figure all that. They're all the same guy. And Caligula means little boot because when he was a little kid, he wore this little outfit with little boots on it, so they named him Caligula, which means little boot. And he was the most probably clinically insane. I think a lot of Roman emperors were clinically insane, but he was the most insane, without a doubt. In fact, this biography that I found online puts it very simply and funny, I think, for that very reason. It says here, records depict him as a cruel and unpredictable leader. That is to say, the very least. He only ruled for about 4 years before he was assassinated, so there you go. What should we do here? I guess we gotta Surf. Shadow Break, see, I think that's... Oh no, he attacked Tiberius. Oh, that surprised me. Thought he'd get rid of Caligula. So his real name was Gaius Caesar. He was part of the Caesar clan name, as I said. But yeah, Caligula is what we all remember him by. He was murdered at the famous Palatine Hills, where all the palaces and castles for all the emperors were, including Nero and Domitian. Should probably just Thunder Wave Swellow, I think. Anyway, so we have Tiberius on our team. In fact, he's done now, and in fact, it was rumored. Yeah, he fainted, and it was rumored that Caligula actually smothered him, or poisoned him because he'd fallen ill. But as you just saw, it was in fact Swellow or somebody that knocked him out. It wasn't Dodrio. Let's go to Sappho. So he was the heir to the throne because Caesar had, when he gave the reins over to Tiberius, he told Tiberius to have Caligula as his heir, as Caligula was too young when Augustus handed the reins over to Tiberius. So he got his name back in the line, so to speak. Sorry, I'm doing a terrible job explaining all this, but it's really hard when I'm trying to focus on a tough battle. Okay, I think we can... I thought he had more Shadow Pokemon than this. I think he has 2 more, doesn't it? It must just come at the end. He's got Salamence and Manectric? No, that could be the other one, I can't remember. He might have... Oh, Snorlax, maybe. Maybe he's the one with Snorlax. Ultra Ball, yeah, I bought some more. There we go. Yeah, it was at a sporting event on the Palatine Hill. They'd have this is before the Colosseum was built, so but they would have similar type events. They'd bring in elephants and things like that, and square them off against prisoners, like the movie, with Russell Crowe. Electabuzz, right? And that's where he was killed because they didn't really like him very much. He, in fact, proclaimed that he was a god, which is something that no Roman emperor... He was only the 3rd emperor of the Roman Empire, but it was nothing that the other 2 had ever claimed to do. And I think, Augustus had a pretty big ego. And certainly Tiberius was too busy in his perverted sexual affairs to worry about his ego. But no, Caligula went as far as proclaiming that he was a god, and he had a bridge built between his own temple or castle to the temple of the goddess Jupiter, which is the main is Zeus in Greek mythology, the god of the gods. And he would claim that he would go and have talks with Zeus because he was a god himself. This kind of thing the people didn't like, because a lot of times the gods needed to be, gods did their godly things. They wanted the ruler of the people to be a person, not a god, and they soon kind of disliked Caligula, and they could be as egregious as Caligula was, who executed many people, and all people of all other religions, I should say. Yeah, he wasn't too friendly, and so they killed him. They stabbed him 30 times at one of these sporting events on the hill. And then after they killed him, they decided to just murder his wife and his daughter as well. So really, no one is on the side of justice, I don't think, in this. Oh no. That's a lot of recoil. I forget that. You gotta be careful. Ugh. I think Septimius gone? I have not been paying attention to the battle. Oh, he is. Darn. And I got rid of Sing on Cyrus. Or between I taught him something. I forget what I taught him. I guess we gotta start chucking some Ultra Balls here. Yeah, I taught him Fake 8. That was dumb, too. Wow. I might try to revive. I know I have revives. I do, don't I? There they are. Just so I can get a Thunder Wave off. If I need to. I'm kind of scared. I might lose this fight. Oh yes, thank God. That really helps. Really, really helps. Yeah, Shadow End, this thing is awful, because it doesn't just end Persian, it ends Snorlax as well. That is way too... I remember a lot of missing Shadow Pokemon because... Well, because they would just kill themselves in recoil. And really, when something that weighs like 1,000 pounds hits you, there's never usually a lot of recoil, is there? I don't think... I think it's just a straight flatten. If there's any recoil, it's him bouncing off the rocky surface. Wow, I don't really want to just switch into Jolteon. I wonder if a Timer Ball would be effective at this stage of the battle. I have one Pokemon left with 1 HP left. That you'd have Paper Mario blinking at you that you're in deep peril right now, but I don't care. I'm gonna catch the Snorlax right here, and that's gonna be it. And we don't have to worry about it. Yeah. Look at that. That is literally on your last breath. Your last chance. The last Pokemon, 1 HP, and it's done. And it is trouble if something is not done, but we did it. We got all 3 of those guys. Yeah, the other guy has Salamence and Manectric and Lapras, and I can't think what the other one is. I think he has 4. I realise now that I should have crushed you much earlier. This is out of my hands now. I must defer you to Master Grivel himself. But, boy, I don't think that this is over. I won't abandon my dreams. Okay. Again, the weirdness of Pokemon that when your Pokemon are knocked out, you're, like, helpless, and you just give up. Seems odd, but... Oh well, hey! This is it, right? This is the end, this is Greevil's room. Now, do I even pretend like I'm anticipating that and not knowing what's happening? There's no barrier between us or anything. Now, this is quite a surprise. You managed to defeat Ardos. Of course, you have also beaten so many of my followers. Perhaps it is no surprise that you won. I must say that I haven't been this excited in a long time. I do have an appreciation for the strong, you see. However, I also cannot allow your interference. My Shadow Pokemon plan is nearing completion. So, for the time being, I think I will have you securely out of the way right where you are now. Such a stupid... A gigantic wall of glass. Well, let's just see. I think we could use a sharp beak. 3 sharp beaks could peck that down. Certainly when glass gets cold, it shatters. You could use Ice Beam on it. Certainly Septimus could use Double Kick. I think you could burn it with fire. You could slash it with Cyrus. Certainly you could use Psychic and just lift the fucking wall up to the ceiling. Lots of things we could do, but no, we're gonna go the long way. Hooray. And, oh yeah, we fight, what's his face again? Wait, doesn't he come from here? Or do you have to come back now? Yeah, oh, okay. So soon! We see you again so soon. My voice is not recovered from the last time.
It's me again, kid. You know, it makes me kind of happy to see you since I've seen you so often. But the way you keep beating me, my cred's taking a beating. So, Master Greevo gave me one last chance to redeem myself, but this is it. If I lose this one, there's no tomorrow.
At this point you feel bad for him, don't you? Lots of these admins, I mean... Like, Gor-again has nothing to do. His part of the plan is finished. And Greevil's threatening to just abandon him for his own master plan. You kind of feel bad for him, this guy. Like, you know, what was he in it for? Okay. Drill Peck. I think we'll keep Ursaring. Just Helping Hand. I think Dugong's kind of useless right now as far as its moves with these Pokemon out here. So let's give Caligula some power. Yeah. He's proven that he can handle the power in a very stable fashion. Ugh. Yeah, Ice Beam, I was fearing that. I should have did it on Ursaring, actually, because I could have just used, like, Thunderbolt and knocked out Ursaring. That was probably stupid. I mean, yeah, when have I ever proven that I'm a good strategist when it comes to Pokemon battles? Maybe I'll Thunder Wave it. But then you're not going to kill Slowking. Still, I think I'm going to Thunder Wave it. So I think I'm going to have it out there for a while. I'm going to try Takedown. I don't think that will kill it, though. Oh, Protect. Really? Oh, he does this thing that Takeem did in Coliseum, doesn't he, here? Where he does the Protect Earthquake shit. That's right. I do recall now. Well, shit. This isn't good. Okay, so Slowking's going to use Protect this turn then? Is that what I'm going to get? Or nobody's going to use it? Oh, we got a crit. Oh, man. I'll take that, because, this battle's all of a sudden looking very scary. Because you got to keep in fact that you're going to spend a lot of time catching his shadows and... not Ice Beam. Another critical hit. Good lord. Please use that on Dugong. Please use that on Dugong. Thank you. I think Tiberia should outspeed Aggron, so I feel safe in using Surf. Oh, it's going to use Protect. Okay, then that's no problem. Wall Ring. Don't remember him having a wall ring. What are the shadows here? I forget. Mr. Mime and Poliwrath? I think so. So I guess just same thing here. Although Walrein might survive a Thunderbolt. Definitely not if it's going to be a critical hit. Jesus, how many critical hits can I get in one fight? Poliwrath, okay. I think it's Mr. Mime is his other one. Well, that's good, and I can use a netball again. Well, I got enough Pokemon still alive that I think I should be okay. It won't be anything like last fight. One Pokemon, 1 HP. Yeah, we need to Thunder Wave something. Probably Thunder Wave Poliwrath. And in that way I can weaken Mr. Mime. I'm gonna paralyze them both if I can. These guys are infatuated with the Shadow Sky, and I think it's the most useless thing. It doesn't seem to improve the power of Shadow-type Pokemon like other weather effects do. Seems like a kind of waste to me. We should probably get more weakening off. And we'll just try Ice Beam again. With both of them paralyzed, Dugong should attack next. I wouldn't doubt its terrible speed, though. Yeah. Okay, well, you did your job, Septimius. You got them paralyzed. And we'll send out someone fresh. Let's go Cyrus and Sappho. I think I could probably get away with using Shockwave and not kill Poliwrath. Because they are level 42. You need to get hurt or stuck in paralysis and not damage me like crazy. He just wants to climb a tree and get away from all this. Do we feel so bad for him? Man. I don't know how annoying he was, but still. Gotta have some compassion for the guy.